Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, man. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. It's my day off right now, so I'm chilling, making videos, relaxing. I'm gonna actually upload a few Patreon videos today. That's my goal. So, free plug on my Patreon. Everybody go check out the Patreon. I posted a new video a couple days back, and we're about to go hard over there with the exclusive. It's hard, man, running like this YouTube, doing the Patreon, doing the Instagram page. But hey, I'm cut out for it. So give me a break if I'm going a little slow on Patreon. But anyways, it's popping over there. Go check it out. Also, go check out the Instagram. The Instagram is going crazy. I almost have 400 subscribers up there. So check that out. It's all the shit's down below. Now we're moving straight on into the Darrell Brooks case as usual. We're at the end. We're almost at the end of the case, but I'm finding a lot of loose ends, particularly an officer who actually transported Darrell Brooks himself. Yes. How did we miss that? I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and check this out. Prosecution goes ahead and questions him. But, you know, as usual, it's a wild ride. We start this video with him bitching about some random shit right now. So without further ado, people, get the things you need. You know, as you know, just get the things that make you feel nice. I don't have to instruct you on what you need. Get your popcorn, in my case, you know, the ganja sometimes. Let's jump into this video.
Appropriate break, and depending on where we end with witnesses tonight. And then if you would let the state know the order of your witnesses, so we can have them come at different times so that they're not all here for days waiting to be called.
With all respect, the prosecution didn't tell me the order of their witnesses. Why do I have to tell them the order of mine?
Because they're assisting you in getting them to court. They've served the subpoenas on your behalf, and as a courtesy to those witnesses.
Dumbass. Why do I have to tell them? How else are they going to get here? How else are your witnesses going to get here? You buffoon? You idiot? Like, come on, bro. Look how he kind of puts his hand to his face like, oh, I guess I looked like a dumbass just now, huh? Bro is a complete jackass. I love it. The jackassery levels in this courtroom coming from that corner of the room, over 9,000.
I presume you still want to call that witness?
Yeah.
All right. And so just be prepared to do your direct when we can fit it in at the appropriate break, and depending on where we end with witnesses tonight. And then if you would let the state know the order of your witnesses, so we can have them come at different times so that they're not all here for days waiting to be called.
With all respect, the prosecution didn't tell me the order of their witnesses. Why do I have to tell them the order of mine?
Because they're assisting you in getting them to court. They've served the subpoenas on your behalf, and as a courtesy to those witnesses, I need you to provide.
He was like, oh, that was a stupid question by me, wasn't it?
Care if it's the order, but if you say these three will be called in the morning, these three will be in the afternoon, that will be okay with me. I just want to be able to tell those witnesses through the DA, you three will be Wednesday afternoon, you three will be, whatever the number is, will be Thursday morning, and the rest Thursday afternoon, Friday morning, whatever it may be.
I get what you're saying, but it's still, from what I'm hearing from the prosecution, they're not sure exactly when they'll be resting their case. So
I think they're trying to rest their case sooner rather than later, but they have some witnesses to get through, and what they're telling us is that that will be sometime on Wednesday, given the pause that they will take in their case to call Mr. Marquez so that he can be questioned by you with the interpreter.
So wouldn't it make more sense to start calling my witnesses Thursday then?
No, you should be ready to go Wednesday afternoon. I'm not going to take a break for that. You should be ready to go. I mean, if we get done at 4 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, that might be a different story, but it sounds.
Keep in mind, the witness hasn't even come out yet. He's just bitching about some not telling prosecution what Like, what does it matter, bro? The order of your witnesses, all of them are bullshit. He had that weird random like woman come on and be like, remember the one who was sick, who was sniffly, and she was like, oh yeah, Darrell Brooks was my friend and he would support me. And I'm like, bro, all his witnesses are trash anyway, so what the fuck are we talking about?
Sounds like we should be able to call witnesses. Of course, you will need to let me know if you're going to give an opening statement. You had deferred that, and that could adjust some of the timing. But so I need you to provide that order to the state tomorrow when you come into court, so that they can work with those witnesses.
I'll probably say I'm not going to provide a specific order. I'm not going to do that.
Well, then you need to tell which day. Like morning and afternoon, and how many witnesses per. I'm not going to just bring them in all at the same time and make them.
He's like, well, I'm not going to give him nothing. And because fucking idiot. Like, I swear to God, he you should just never represent yourself anyway. Like, but he's displaying very much why you should never represent yourself. You get emotional. Hey, I mean, again, it's your life, so you're going to get emotional. It's like, no, we need this because I could go to jail forever. You shouldn't be representing yourself. The fact that he's representing himself, I feel like, is just evil by the state. They're just like, oh, we're just going to watch this guy burn himself and just sit down and watch because, like, damn, this shit is bad. This shit is terrible.
Wait, that's not...
Like,
that would be a discourtesy to those witnesses who you are calling. So I want to have some idea of what your game plan is for them.
I get that, but I'm still confused on. I essentially didn't know who they was calling in order.
who gives a fuck?
That's not really relevant at this moment, sir. So I need.
She literally just said, "Who gives a fuck with me?" That's not really relevant at this moment. Like, who gives a like?
You to provide the order.
I'm not going to provide the order.
Or by start Wednesday afternoon, Thursday morning, Thursday afternoon, Friday morning, Friday afternoon, unless they're very short. Just keep in mind, we generally have about, when we start at 8:30, we go till about noon. Probably start up an hour and 15 minutes after the lunch, so you have another couple of hours. So you should be able to know about how long you're going to question them and just give us who those are for each of those blocks. And then be ready for Mr. Marquez tomorrow.
I'll be ready for that, but
all right.
I'll probably have an idea of who I want to.
He just wants the spotlight. You see how she was like, all right, and she was about to move on, and he was like, I probably have an idea how I would. Let me get the floor. Hold on, everybody look at me. Everybody pay attention to me now. I probably have an idea. Hold on, let me scratch my forehead. Like, he's a fucking child who never got no attention. It's a sad case, but nothing you can do about it now. He's a 4-year-old man. He's a piece of shit 4-year-old man. Can't really change that.
Who I think should come in, but I'm not going to provide an order.
Well, if he wants our assistance, Your Honor, we will do that. Otherwise, he can be responsible for getting these witnesses here himself.
You've got to cooperate with this process, or they're assisting you. Otherwise, you're going to be responsible for telling these witnesses when to come in.
And so how am I supposed to do that?
Well,
exactly. How are you supposed to do that? Let prosecution do it, buddy. There's a reason let them do it, bud. It's good. They don't give a fuck who you call because they're all bullshit witnesses. The fuck? You're gonna call the lady with the kid in the Zoom call a witness? Bro, get the fuck out of here.
then you should cooperate with the state and their assistance to help you, sir.
I'm not going to give a specific order.
Sir, are you willing to provide the who the witnesses are by half day?
I just said that.
All right, then that's what I need by tomorrow morning.
I said I'm not giving an order, is
that's
what
fine.
I said.
I'm okay with that, and the state will be okay with that because I said they'll be okay with that. So
We're okay, Judge. Thank you.
all right, thank you.
So what about what's supposed to be going on today? How late do we plan to go today?
We'll have to see how long this witness lasts and if we can start the next witness. I 4:30, 5 o'clock, maybe even 5:30. We'll see. So with that, let's bring the jury out.
Are we going to address subject matter jurisdiction at some point?
Oh, damn. She was like, oh. I heard her in the background. Are we going to adjust subject matter? Oh, damn, I can't even speak. Are we going to address subject matter jurisdiction at some point? And she was like, oh, back it up. Listen to this shit. She's like, boy, if you don't shut the fuck up. This isn't YouTube, so it's not responding how I'm used to it responding. Hold on. Let me back this up.
Hey, how late do we plan to go today?
We'll have to see how long this witness lasts and if we can start the next witness. I 4:30, 5 o'clock, maybe even 5:30. We'll see. So.
Okay, he's about to say it. And then in the background, I think she stood up. She was like, ugh, shut the like, you know what I mean?
With that, let's bring the jury out.
Are we going to address subject matter jurisdiction at some point?
Oh.
Not beyond what I've already addressed, sir.
Which you addressed it, you didn't prove it, you didn't verify it. It's not verified proof that you have subject matter jurisdiction yet. It's not been proven on the record.
He's so scared. Look at those eyes. I swear to God. It's not been proven on the record. You still haven't proven it yet. How the fuck do you prove it then, sir? How do you prove it? Do I go to the Supreme Court and be like, do we have subject matter? Like, what the He's an idiot, bro. He's so stupid. The fear in his eyes, too, as he knows he's coming toward the end of the trial. Straight fear. Just like, yeah, I'm going to say anything to try to stay out of jail. It's not going to work, G. They're laughing at his ass. I swear to God. They
Is that a judicial determination?
They are cracking up at his
Matter
ass.
that you're not going to answer that?
Your request is noted for the record. I've already addressed it.
Is it noted for the record?
That's something a 5-year-old would ask. It's noted for the record. Is it noted for the record? We have somebody typing away right next to you. Imagine the person typing down the words that's coming out of everybody's mouths and the shit that he says. She literally has to type this shit out, as uncoherent or coherent as it is. That must be the craziest. Like, she's probably making mistakes because he has such bad grammar. She's not used to shitty speak. So she's over there fucking up like, oh, damn. No. I'm spelling it right. I have to spell it wrong like how he says it. Like, I swear, bro. It's on the record. Trust me. It is on the record. As fucked up as it may be.
It should be noted for the record also that's a tacky degree.
All rise for the jury, please. Thank you.
We already been rising. Wondering when we go get the answer.
We already been rised. He actually kind of flamed her on that shit because they rose a while ago. That's crazy. It's funny how he still gets under her skin. He still is able to get under her skin, and it just annoys me how are you able to get under her skin so much? You know what I mean? And I promise you it is. This is affecting her. It's clearly showing that it's affecting her. The way she responds to him, like, the way she tried to talk over him just now, like, I don't know.
It should be noted for the record also that's a tacky degree.
All rise for the jury, please. Thank you.
We already been rising.
Yeah, we have been risen.
Wondering when we go get the answer to that subject matter jurisdiction, though.
Don't fake smile. Show that you're angry. I hate that she's so, oh yeah, we're so polished and this is going to be my smiley face forever. Like, yeah, no matter how I'm feeling. Show that you're pissed off. You're irritated. Like, I don't know why she tries to fake the vibe. Like, you're pissed off. You're irritated. Show it. Tell him to shut the fuck up. Kick him out the courtroom for a minute. Like, do something, bro. Take control of this courtroom. Like, come on, dog. Like, I don't know. Don't, whatever.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Attorney Opper, you may call your next witness.
Thank you. The state calls Officer Leha.
Good afternoon, Officer Leha. If you would please make your way to my witness stand. When you get there, please remain standing, raise your right hand. My clerk, Teresa, will swear you in.
Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. Please have a seat. And I should say the witness stand. I don't have ownership over it. But in any event, state your first and last names for the record.
First name Darrell, last name Leha.
Could you spell both?
Draelon, last name Leha, Leija.
All right, thank you. Go ahead, your witness.
Is he like Cuban or something, or is it? Hey, I'm sorry, Cuban people are black. I mean, for the most part, like y'all dark as hell. The people are like, no, I'm not black. I'm Cuban. I'm like, bro, you understand how history works, right? Like, anyways, but bro got that Leha at the back of his name. He might be, I don't know. He might be Cuban. I don't know.
All right, thank you, Officer Leha. Sir, I'd like...
Is it Cuban or is it? Damn, I might be saying it wrong. It's the dark ass folks. I think it's Cuban. Yeah, the Cuban folks, they be dark. Yeah.
to direct your attention to the evening of November 21, 2021. Were you working?
Nah. See, I got it wrong. Not Cuban, Dominican. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna divert real fast. I'm kind of Dominican people. Yeah, no. It's the Dominicans. Yeah. Check that shit out. Boom. Well, no, they look African. What's going on here? Where the Dominican folks at? Yeah, see, no, they dark as hell. Okay, no. I'm saying he might be Dominican. Just to clarify. Just to clarify. Like, not even Dominican like that, but of some like descent Dominican.
On duty that afternoon?
Yes.
All right. I should ask, where do you work?
City of Waukesha Police Department.
How long have you been a police officer?
A little over 2 years.
Okay. So on that evening, were you aware that the parade was taking place in downtown Waukesha?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you work the parade?
No, ma'am.
Do you recall what time it was when you came on duty, sir?
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. You may answer.
I believe it was a little after 5.
Were you scheduled to work that evening?
Yes.
Okay. And around the time of 12 a.m. midnight, so now I think we're getting into the next day of November 22 of 2021, were you asked to assist detectives at Waukesha Memorial Hospital?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to that location?
I did.
And did you meet with anybody there?
Yes, ma'am.
Objection, leading.
Overruled. You may answer.
The faster you say objection doesn't mean it's right. He was like, it was like a speed race. Objection leading. I said quick. Phew. Okay, that means it'll go through because I said as fast as humanly possible. Like, bro, what is wrong with you? Brooks is a clown. He's actually hilarious if you think about it. He's actually a comedian in a murderous body. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Who did you meet with?
I met with Detective Jay Carpenter and acting detective at the time, Detective Stern.
Did they ask you to assist them in some fashion?
Yes, ma'am.
What did they ask you to do?
I was tasked.
Overruled. You may answer.
I was tasked with transporting Mr. Brooks to the Muskego Police Department.
Okay. So at this point, Mr. Brooks is in custody.
Yes, ma'am.
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
You notice how he called him Mr. Brooks and he didn't say a damn thing? And then the second the woman says, Mr. Brooks, objection, I don't consent to being called that name. He don't got no balls against a grown man. He don't got balls against nobody but women. If you notice, he's always being up on Erica, you know, his little cousin, his little nephew. I give that a pass because he was like way younger, you know, taking advantage of him, talking crazy to his mom, talking crazy to the judge, talking crazy to prosecution. They're all women, right? The second a man says some shit, yeah, I transported Darrell Brooks. Brooks didn't say shit. You know, he's a pussy.
I was tasked with transporting Mr. Brooks to the Muskego Police Department.
Where's the objection? Where is it? Nowhere to be found. The second opera says something, objection. you female. That's how he be rocking. That's how he really rock with it. I swear.
Okay. So at this point, Mr. Brooks is in custody.
Yes, ma'am.
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
Overruled. You may answer, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
And the person you were asked to drive to the Muskego Police Department, do you see him in this courtroom here today?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you identify him, please? And if Mr. Brooks would please remove his mask, Your Honor?
Objection. I don't consent to
Please
being
remove
called
your
that
mask.
name.
Oh, thank you. You were.
For the 100th
Apologies.
time.
Go ahead.
It's the black male sitting at the table with the black suit and the mask that he just put back on.
Where did you first meet?
Oh, hold on. The record should reflect he did point to
He
the
doesn't
defense.
say a damn objection to what he says. Nothing. He's even looking down when he was talking about him. He was like, yeah, the black male in the black suit over there. Brooks is like, yeah, let me look left and right because, you know, there's a dominant presence in front of me. So let me not provoke him. I might get my ass beat. You could tell he don't win no fights. He probably never even fought like that for real in his life.
Table, and the record will reflect he identified him. Go ahead.
Okay. Where did you first meet Mr. Brooks?
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
Overruled. You may answer, sir.
The Waukesha Memorial Hospital, the police hold room.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? Mr. Brooks was talking over you.
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
It's
Overruled.
comedy, bro. Even bro has to laugh. Look at his face right now. Even bro has to. He's like, damn, bro. You got the energy. You got that energy and time, bro. Salute to you because you're a moron. But at least you're seeing it through. You're standing on business. You know what I mean? You're standing on it. That's for sure.
Go ahead, sir.
At the Waukesha Memorial Hospital in the police hold room.
All right. And where were you going to take him?
To the Muskego Police Department.
Why?
Objection. Leading.
Overruled.
Detective Carpenter said that he was going to be there so that he can question him sometime in the near future.
Is the Muskego Police Department located in the city of Waukesha?
No,
Objection.
ma'am.
Relevancy.
Overruled. He may answer.
No, ma'am.
Why did you take him back to your police department?
Objection.
Overruled. He may answer.
At the time, we were at the annex, which is our older police department. Our police department that we usually report out of was being renovated, so we didn't have any holding cells.
Okay. And to your knowledge, did the Muskego Police Department have a holding cell at their facility?
Objections.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, ma'am.
And they were willing to house Mr. Brooks there under mutual aid?
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
Overruled. You may answer, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So you put him in your squad car?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Tell us about that, your drive.
Objection. Relevancy.
Overruled. You may answer.
So I put Mr. Brooks in my squad car. We left the hospital I took custody of him around 12:18 a.m. We typed in my GPS to the Muskego Police Department. We left the hospital. We had to go eastbound in Wisconsin, which is a road that's parallel to Main Street where the parade was taking place.
Okay.
Once we passed while going eastbound in Wisconsin, there was multiple marked squad cars, so they're with their emergency lights on.
Do you know what they were doing?
Objection. Relevancy.
Overruled. You may answer, sir.
They were blocking traffic, investigating an incident that transpired earlier that evening.
Okay. Is it just, excuse me, is it just you and Mr. Brooks in the squad car?
Objection. I don't consent to being
I
called that.
bet you Brooks didn't say a damn thing the entire ride. You know what I mean? Because again, he's a timid ass little. The whole time he's talking, it's like, yeah, we're driving here, we're driving there. I'm thinking, is Brooks not saying anything, or is he just completely quiet, not saying shit in the back?
That name.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, it was just me and Darrell Brooks in the squad car.
Okay.
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
He loves it.
Overruled.
And as you traveled in the area of Wisconsin Avenue, did Mr. Brooks make any statements?
Objection. I don't consent to being called that name.
Overruled. You may answer, sir.
Yes, Mr. Brooks said once we were going to
Okay, he's trolling him now. Yes, Mr. Brooks said. See, this is the only person I feel like so far made it a point to continue saying his name even harder and more, just like, now it sounds out of place. He's just saying Brooks just to offend this guy. That guy, Mr. Brooks, Darrell Brooks, the evil one, him.
On Wisconsin, and I quote, he said, damn, it looks like they were dealing with something heavy.
Okay. Did you reply to him in any way?
No.
Did he continue to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
What else did he say?
He asked me if there was a basketball game going on or something tonight, and to which I replied, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, they look like they're dealing with something heavy, man. Is there a basketball game happening right now, man? I can imagine this little pussy-ass bitch voice. Listen. You're caught, bro. The fact that he's trying to make a cover story like, oh, what's happening here? Oh, wow, stuff is happening. Is there a basket? Like, come on, bro. Cut that shit out. That shit is so disrespectful. Like, you know what you're going to jail for, acting like you don't know what the fuck is happening.
Did you continue on transporting him to the Muskego Police Department?
Yes, ma'am.
And at some point, were you responsible for watching over him at the Muskego Police Department?
Yes, ma'am.
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. Your answer may stand. Go ahead and just wait until I rule on the objections,
sorry.
please. That's okay.
How long did you watch him for?
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled.
I believe we got to the jail around closer to 1 a.m. I watched him up until about 7 a.m.
What kinds of things do you remember he did overnight?
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. He may answer.
I know that he was fed around 2 a.m. He slept most of the night. He got up around 5 a.m., asked for water. I got him water. And he asked to make a phone call to his daughter.
Okay. Did you allow that?
No.
Did you said it appeared he was sleeping throughout most of the night?
Yes, ma'am.
Objection, hearsay.
Overruled. Did
At
you
any-
answer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
All right. Other than asking to call his daughter, did he make any other statements to you that you can recall?
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. You may answer.
I remember he made some complaints that the room was too bright. He wanted me to dim the room. Yeah, that's all that I remember he
Okay.
said.
Like the lights in the room were too bright?
Correct, in the cell.
Did you dim the room? I would have turned them bitches up. I would have turned the lights up.
Cell.
Did you turn off the lights for him?
No.
Objection, leading.
Hell yeah.
Overruled. His answer may stand.
That's my boy. Hell
And
no.
were you relieved by another officer then later that morning?
Objection, relevancy.
Overruled. You may answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. I don't have any other questions.
Yep.
Hey, Cross.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You said that you recall checking every 30 minutes on doing like well-being checks, right?
That's correct.
And how do you know for sure that the suspect was asleep?
Okay, this is officially, bro. This has officially gone to nonsense. Who cares if he was sleeping or not? What were you doing? A Shawshank Redemption getaway? It clearly didn't work because you're here today and you're 75% ready to go to jail. Like, what the fuck does it matter? That's crazy. Like, these lines of questioning, it makes zero sense.
I don't know for sure if you were sleeping. I know that the cover was over your head, and every time I go and check in on you, I can see that your chest was rising up and down from underneath the blanket. So it's a possibility that you were sleeping. It's a possibility that you weren't. I know that you were under cover, so it appeared that you were asleep most of the night.
So it'd be fair to say you're not sure.
Answer stands, Your Honor. It's asked and answered.
Objection.
Overruled. He may answer.
Could have been sleep. You probably was asleep. You probably wasn't. But the blanket was over your head most of the night.
Like,
And do you recall why the suspect was not allowed a phone call?
I was told that you had to wait for Detective Jay Carpenter to talk to you.
And we all know who Carpenter was. Carpenter's coming on next, but we already covered it. The Baldy with the plan, not playing around, getting all the juicy evidence. I mean, I think Carpenter really got most of the shit they needed to take him to trial, even though, I mean, he was caught driving over people on camera, so that helped. But he got all the inner details of that thing.
Do you know if that's standard practice?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Not sure if it's standard practice or not, but just following his instruction, as if because he was going to be doing some investigation.
Would you say it's fair to say that usually a suspect being detained is allowed a phone call at some point?
Relevance.
Grounds.
Relevant, sir?
Grounds.
No. Why do you believe it's relevant?
Relevant, sir? Grounds? Yo, this is probably the most idiotic moment of Darrell Brooks' trial. He fearfully said to Your Honor, sir, relevance? Grounds?
As if because he was going to be doing some investigation.
Oh my God, bro.
Would you say it's fair to say that usually a suspect being detained is allowed a phone call at some point?
Relevance.
Grounds.
Relevant, sir?
Grounds.
No. Why do you believe it's relevant?
Why would
You're a dumb shit, bro. He don't understand nothing, dog. I swear to God, bro is out here fighting for his life, but not doing well.
attack to the outside world be restricted?
All right, it's, I'll rule that it's not relevant, sustain the objection. Next question.
He about to have a temper tantrum and give up. He about to give up. I can see it.
Do you recall what time you got to, I think it was you said, the hospital to pick up the suspect?
Yes, I left at 12:10. I got to the hospital around 12:18.
To the best of your recollection, do you recall being given any information at that time about the suspect being questioned?
I don't recall if I was given any information on you being questioned at that time.
On you being questioned at that time. We're not third party in this shit. Yeah, see, that's pretty much it, people. Your boy over here is just not, it's just not working out for him. It is just not working out. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to catch you guys in another one. That was just a little sneak peek of the Darrell Brooks cross-examination. I'm going to finish that, but it gets a little, it gets a little repetitive. So I'm going to go into it and take a little sneak peek and see if it's worth seeing. But yeah, people, I love you guys, man. It was dope. It was dope today. Look out for the live tonight. We're going to be going crazy, just doing random shit, Got a little surprise as well. So one of y'all actually hooked me up. So shout out to her. I'm going to tell you guys later. But until then, my people, my lovelies, I'm going to see you in the next one. Stay inside, stay safe. I'm out of here.